Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of the Turbo Megazord from Power Rangers in Space. Wait, I mean Power Rangers Turbo. It should have been so obvious with the turbo in front of there. Anyway, my lame humor aside, it's another one of my retro reviews. As I say at the beginning of these, I may be missing parts or there may be nicks on it. For this, I know for a fact I'm missing some stickers and some little bitty pieces on it, but I'm fine with it because I got this from Morphicon 1 for 20 bucks, and it looks very solid in Megazord mode, so I'm completely fine with it being lacking individually. But just so you know, I believe I'm also missing the sword it comes with. Anyway, that's my disclaimer. People are probably leaving right now like, I can't believe this novice and he's missing the sword, and they're exiting the video angrily, trying their hardest to make a door slamming noise pressing the back button. Man, I'm weird in this review. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the individual cars. So obviously, Turbozord's here. Here we have Wind Chaser, which is the Pink Rangers, which is pretty beat up considering there's supposed to be a pink stripe there, and then one of these little things is missing. But like I said, I don't display these in individual modes, and considering I got this for 20 bucks, I was pretty happy, considering what I had seen it go for. I'm not sure what these go for currently, but back when I bought it, the Turbo Megazords were, you know, they get them pretty up there. Anyway, it's pretty basic, really nothing much to it. It's kind of like a little sedan, I guess. I don't know cars. But it rolls, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Yeah, it's supposed to have more details on it. Then here we have the Desert Thunder car, which all these kind of look, to be honest, not that great in individual mode. It looks fine. This one doesn't seem to be missing as many things. You got the 3 up there. Here's his giant visor. It just looks rather basic. It rolls. There's really nothing spectacular about it. And then you have its counterpart, Dune Star, which pretty much looks the same. One of these has, I think it's right here, Dune Star. Let's just show you. It's got a giant scratch on it. Like I said, 20 bucks. I'm fine. It's pretty much the same design. Really nothing spectacular about it. It rolls. It does fun things. It goes to parties. I don't know. Here's Mountain Blaster, which honestly is probably the best looking one, which is more of a big truck. I think it's mainly best looking because of this piece here, which would be headlights. It's got the chrome paint on it, which just kind of makes it look overall more detailed. It's got the silver paint up here too, and just overall I feel like it's got a little bit more going on color-wise, a little bit technical detail-wise. Doesn't do much beyond roll and then obviously transform, but I think it's probably the best looking of the individual modes. And then you have Red Lightning here, Tommy Zord, yeah. And it's pretty small, it's pretty basic. You got the, almost a visor right here, like it's a helmet, but you got the windshield right here. But this is pretty basic. I mean, technically, a lot of people, I don't think this is the coolest one. I might even think it's the coolest one when they're actually in the show individually, but toy-wise, it's pretty uninteresting like the other ones. It looks like a little Hot Wheel. Nothing spectacular about it. Any hoozle, that's a weird phrase, that's me from the Brightest Timeline. Transformation for this is pretty quick and it's pretty simple. So let's take green. This is pretty easy. Just take this piece here and you fold it out, and that's going to sort of become the foot. And then fold this piece down, and there you go. You got a leg. Same thing here for yellow. Just fold this piece down, fold this down, and you got the other leg. So you got that already, right? Now, we're going to take blue, and blue is pretty simple too. Take this piece, fold it down, and just slide that up so you don't forget to do that. Now with these, fold these panels up right here. You're not going to need them to be there like that. And then just separate it like this, and then you got the thighs. And then down here are 2 little metal pieces that are going to press in here. They can be a smidge annoying to work with because they're going to want to bend backwards sometimes, back into themselves, which is kind of a way a lot of these transformations went. I remember working with these particular type of pegs a lot back in the day, and they want to bounce back into themselves. So now, there we go. Now we can go up higher. So now, for red, it's really simple. He's a little bit uneven because he kind of squished himself, so I apologize about that. But regardless, for red, it's really simple. All you do is you essentially put him in this chamber, and then take this piece, fold it back, and you get the helmet right there. Now for pink, you just unfold it, and then you're going to want to be folding out this here, which is the fist. This will tell you which fist it is, and then, or which side it is rather, and then this little piece here so that you can actually plug it in. And then you're going to want to take this paneling here, and you're going to move it up. It's a bit difficult to work with because I'm always afraid I'm going to break it, but you just essentially fold it up, and there's like little slats here that go in, and you snap it in, and after you pull that back down, you've got yourself an arm. Same deal here. fold the fist out, fold the peg out, bring the windshield out. It's always the bottom part that gives me the trouble. Snap it in, and there you have your Turbo Megazord. Honestly, I always have been a fan of the Turbo Megazord, design-wise. It's not my absolute favorite, but I always thought it was fairly simplistic, straightforward, and I dug it. The toy itself, I think, it looks pretty decent, but it also looks kind of strange for me. Compared to the show, it looks kind of tall and lanky in a lot of ways. Like, it's really strangely proportioned. You got the giant feet, and then he just seems to go on up forever. And then his head seems so tiny compared to the rest of the body. It's just a very oddly proportioned Megazord. Articulation-wise, the only thing you can really do is move the arms around. Just of note, you really can't move the head, no waist, anything like that. But yeah, I mean, it's an okay-looking Megazord on its own. Like I said, I dig the overall design itself. But just the toy, I think, proportion-wise, looks pretty weird. But that being said, you don't really have many alternatives if you want, you know, like transforming Turbo Megazord. I mean, in terms of this size, there's like little minifigures and stuff, but the Japanese version is pretty much the same mold, so there's not really much choice. But the head sculpt does look pretty solid. It looks pretty accurate. We've got the nice chrome there, so that looks pretty nice. And then that chrome part there also looks nice. So overall, it's pretty okay looking. Like I said, the proportions are just lanky. But you know, other than that, if you want a Turbo Megazord, I don't think this is a terrible representation of it. I think the transformation is also really nice. It's really fun. It's really simple. It's not like really fun, like I'm transforming and I'm like, oh my god, I can't even believe how much fun I'm having. But it's you know, it's simple, easy, fun to transform. It's just kind of one of those nice little thing. So if you're a Turbo fan, I can probably recommend it for, you know, wanting a Turbo Megazord, whether you just want to play with it or display it or whatever. It's pretty solid. It's just a little bit lanky for me. And that's about it. I think the only thing I forgot to mention again is I am missing the sword, and if it comes with anything else, I apologize. Like I said, 20 bucks. But that about wraps it up. Until next time, make sure you check out the crazy podcast at writersrangesrambles.com, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Stossum Writer, signing out.